Once upon a time, in the crystal-clear waters of the Caribbean, there was a legendary underwater cave system known as the Rob Parker Blue Hole. This ominous place was shrouded in mystery and fear, with rumors of a cursed presence that terrorized anyone who dared to enter its depths. Despite the warnings of the local villagers, one daring explorer named Rob Parker was determined to unlock the secrets of the Blue Hole. Rob was an experienced cave diver, having explored some of the most dangerous and uncharted underwater caves in the world. He was known for his fearless spirit and his thirst for adventure. So, when he heard about the Blue Hole, he knew he had to check it out. He arrived at the small island where the Blue Hole was located and began his preparation for the dive. Rob had the latest equipment and was confident in his skills. He ignored the warning of the locals, who told him about the strange disappearances of previous divers who had entered the Blue Hole. Rob set out early in the morning on the day of the dive, eager to begin his descent into the depths of the Blue Hole. He was accompanied by a small team of divers who were equally as fearless as he was. As they approached the entrance of the cave, Rob could feel his heart racing with excitement and a little bit of fear. The dive started out smoothly, with Rob leading the way, his powerful dive light illuminating the way. The underwater cave was massive, with towering cliffs and seemingly endless tunnels leading off in every direction. As they swam deeper into the cave, Rob felt an eerie presence that he couldn't quite explain. The water was getting colder and colder, and the darkness was growing more intense. Suddenly, Rob's light flickered and went out completely, leaving him in complete darkness. He frantically tried to turn it back on, but it wouldn't budge. The other divers were experiencing the same thing, and they all floated there in the dark, waiting for their lights to turn back on. And then they heard it. A strange, guttural noise that seemed to be coming from somewhere deep in the cave. It was like nothing any of them had ever heard before, and it filled them with a sense of dread. As they cautiously continued their dive, the noise grew louder and more intense. It seemed to be coming from all around them, echoing off the walls of the cave. Suddenly, a massive creature appeared out of the darkness in front of Rob. It was like nothing he had ever seen before. The creature was massive, with razor-sharp teeth and tentacles that seemed to reach out for them. Rob tried to swim away, but the creature was too fast. It grabbed him with its tentacles and pulled him into its waiting jaws. The other divers tried to help, but they were no match for the monster. One by one, they were pulled into its grasp, until there was only silence. Rob's body was never found, and the other divers were never seen again. The tragedy of Rob Parker and his team became known as the Blue Hole of Terror. The local villagers told tales of the cursed presence that haunted the underwater cave and warned others not to venture too far into its depths. Years passed, and the Blue Hole of Terror remained a mystery. Some said that the curse was still active, waiting for its next victim. Others believed that the monster was simply a figment of their imagination, created by the fear and superstition of the local villagers. But the truth of what happened in the Blue Hole remains a mystery to this day. Cave divers continue to avoid the site, not daring to face the horrors that might lie within its depths. But every now and then, a brave soul will venture into the Blue Hole, hoping to uncover the truth about what happened to Rob Parker and his team. And so the legend of the Blue Hole of Terror lives on, a chilling reminder of the dangers that can be found in the uncharted depths of the ocean. It serves as a warning to all who dare to venture into its waters, a warning that the dangers that lie beneath the surface are not always of this world. But despite the dangers, there are still those who are drawn to the Blue Hole, lured by the promise of adventure and the thrill of the unknown. They go in search of answers, in search of the truth about what happened to Rob Parker and his team. And who knows, perhaps one day, the mystery of the Blue Hole of Terror will finally be solved, and the curse will be lifted. Until that day, the Blue Hole remains a place of mystery and fear, a place where the brave go to face their fears and the foolish go to their deaths. It is a place where only the bravest and the most foolhardy dare to venture, a place where the line between reality and nightmare is forever blurred.